Alright, so this is war number 8 against TCN. So, one of the strongest defense from what I've seen in this game. And we actually do perform well in this war. We get our first donut, and unfortunately, we won. We won the BG stats by the BG stats, but as an alliance, we did lose to them. I think it was 6-9. So first fight is gonna be absorbing man, which I'm gonna take with Scorpion. So here the plan is simple. Like I used an invulnerability boost just because of the placebo MD thing interaction. So for this fight, I'm just gonna do like medium light mediums mostly and bait out SP1, throw my SP1, and then once I bait out a special one, I'm gonna try and push him to a special two. And that's how we're just gonna nuke him down. And here he threw a heavy, and I just pushed him to a special two. So I try to prefer and like alternate his specials so that like he doesn't refine any form. So that's what we are going to do in this fight now. I'm gonna bait out a special one, use a heavy to deactivate the form. So this way we're just gonna nuke him down, and it's going well. And I think after the next SP1 he throws, he's gonna go down. Here I'm just gonna throw my SP1. Oh, it was SP2. So that's what's gonna finish him off. So a fairly simple fight for Scorpion, and here we get a connection issue, and that kind of like frightened me out. But soon we're gonna connect again, and we move on to the second fight, which is thing on the same placebo node, and also aggressive regeneration. So whenever you stay close to him, he gains a regen stack, and you need to stay away to remove those regen stacks. And with Scorpion, I don't need to worry about regen a lot because I will be putting a lot of poisons, and this way I can counter that regen or at least control it. So yeah, my approach is just to go with the special 2 and bait out specials and also keep an eye on the rock stacks. So that's what we are doing. He's also very much playing into like my plan, and he was throwing specials right after he got the 15 rock stacks. So that was nice. Next up is a Domino on Hazard Shift, Incinerate, and Shock, Insult to Injury, so and also Aggression Prowess. So with Shuri here, the plan is just to do heavies initially or like just hit during the stun. But sometimes I'm also gonna get the Incinerates on me, so that's something like I cannot avoid. And just cycle SP once with the max shocks you can put so that you get more critical passive precisions. So it's a fairly slow fight, but I feel it's one of the safest fights with Shuri. So you just have to worry about like the all you have to worry about is that incinerate damage, which can like go out of hand sometimes. But other than that, like once you're ramped up, it's a fairly simple fight. Like you also will be controlling the prowesses with your basic hits, and also when you have the armor up buff in case she gains a lot of prowesses. So always try to just play a bit slower in the incinerate phase, and then you can be a bit more aggressive in the shock phase because you're shock immune. And even if you get the incinerate, so your parry still lands and insult to injury can be removed. Like it can be neglected, so you don't have to worry about that. And it was a rank 2 domino, and it wasn't a troublesome fight for me. So we move on to the next fight. It was a kitty pride on I think it was the same return policy, and whenever they gain three prowesses, they their specials are unblockable. So I'm gonna learn from my mistakes, and in this fight I'm not gonna throw a special one at all. So I do a parry heavy so that I get the armor up buff, and this way I can remove the prowesses. And this way I'm just gonna play this fight very safe and just do basic hits. And whenever I have the armor up buff, I'm gonna do a parry so that I can do my combo and remove the prowess. And I'm just gonna go with special 2s. I'm not gonna use special 1s in this fight. And whenever my armor up buff expires, I'm just gonna parry heavy to gain 1, and this way I can control the prowesses again and again, and she won't be pushed to 3 passive prowesses. And even if she gets 3 passive prowesses, I can still block her special, because Awakened Shuri can block unblockables. So this way it's a very simple fight. You don't have to worry about a lot of things in this. So she's down. Next up was Overseer on the same. I think it was the disorient node, where wherever you parry, you get a passive disorient, and in case you block their specials, they gain prowesses. So it's a fairly simple Shuri fight again. Uh, just played out special ones or maybe SP2s. You can do one hit during that auto block thing, and he's also stun immune during that, so just be careful about that. And just build up your shocks and just cycle SP1s. In case you block his specials, or in case he gains the prowesses when you have the armor up buff, you can remove those prowesses. So you can manage everything in this fight with Shuri. So, and also, like, even if you get the passive disorient, so even if they stack up, your parries will not fail because you're immune to ability accuracy reductions. So it's going well. And after this special, I guess we use a special 2, and at this point I was not even considering going into and like texting the special 2. Oh, was it special 1? So next up was this Dr. Doom on Ebb and Flow Intercept, and also Mighty Charge. So here the plan is simple, like with or without protection, I'm just gonna cycle SP1s and bait out SP1s. If I get an intercept, well and good. If I don't, it's fine. I'm not gonna try and force and get a intercept over here. So we start well. I just want to push him to his corner and like keep him cornered so he doesn't dash in, or at least when he dashes in, I'm ready to throw a special 1 like that. So that's the simple plan for this fight, and it's gonna go fairly smooth. And once the protection comes back, I'm just gonna do like a few more intercepts, use another special 1, and then bait out SP1s. He's just gonna melt himself, and that's what's happening in this fight. And after this protection, I think I go with another last intercept and throw a special 1, and I think that kills him. No, it keeps him at 1%, but he just throws a special 1. So next up was Attuma on Feat of Vigilance and Power Efficiency. I've taken this fight, I think this is the third time I'm taking this fight. So we have the White Max pre-fight, and here the plan is to initially ramp up, and only do critical hits when you have the armor above. And once you have enough critical shocks on him, just use special 2s and never throw a special 1, so that you'll never crit, and that would mean he will never gain any prowesses. So once I have like my passive precisions over here, I'm gonna bait a special 2 and counter with a heavy attack. Once I do that, I convert shock debuffs to critical shocks, and now again I'm just gonna go with one more special one, probably ramp up a few more critical shocks, and once I do that, I'm just gonna cycle up SP2s now, so that he would never gain any aggression prowesses, and my ramp up is just gonna nuke him down slowly. And now the plan is just to refresh my shocks and let him take down himself and try to not do a lot of it, and the fight went very well. And now comes the last fight, which I have uploaded separately, but I just wanted to add this in the video. So we took the Photon Boss with Zemo, and I did try to explain it with text, but I thought like it's better if I can try and explain my plan through voice. So in this fight, there's like one thing you have to consider, which is when she gets her true light form, you cannot dex her specials. And the other thing is the steady state build up, and the third thing is that Zemo will be able to cleanse most of her debuffs, and would stay would not let her stay unblockable a lot of the times, but most of the times like you will push her unblockable and you have to dex the special ones and special twos, so you need the practice for that. So initially try to push her to 1 bar or 2 bars and bait out a special with when she has when she doesn't have that true light form. So over here, like once she is at 10 or something, if you knock her down, she gains her true light form. So before 10 here I throw a special one, but like this is how like she never turned into a true light form. So over here I will push her to 15, I believe. So that's when she gains her true light form again. So now I have to just wait out this true light form in order to be safe from the next specials, or I can just root her again with my cleanse charges expiring, because whenever I hit her I kind of like cleanse her debuffs. So once the true light form is out, you should probably just go with SP1 decks. SP2 decks can, if you do it wrong, like it's gonna be a way more lethal, so I would not suggest that. So now she's at 11, and if she goes to 15 and you try to bait a special, she automatically goes into a true light form, like over here I think. So you just have to be careful about that too. And other than that, like since it's just a new boss, it's gonna be a bit more difficult, but I felt like she's not a very tough boss to beat, and you just have to know like what you have to do in this fight. So over here we again root her, we use a special one, and this does a massive 971k crit in the end. So all in all, it was a fun fight, and I'm looking forward to take another Photon Boss in the coming up wars if that's possible. So that's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.